Guess it's all clear now. What a waste. What a waste. We are routed. Fall back.
Guess it's all clear now.
Can't wait to gut one of those rebels. Working at the Riften fishery is tough, but it puts some coin in my pocket.
Glad
My
to
husband
see you
Bercy
finally
will
came
be
to
the
your
death of me.
senses.
Oh, he spends
Ready
too
to
much
make
time
some
worrying
coin?
about Riften and not enough about himself.
Ah, expecting free information, eh? Help me deal with business first. Then we'll see how I can help you. Besides, you look like your pockets are a little light on coin. Am I right?
Protect yourself right. Buy armor from Grelka.
Rare trinkets and the finest articles from Morrowind.
Legendary Argonian craftsmanship.
Buy some
Fairest
armor
prices
and
and the
tell
highest
about
quality in Skyrim.
Passing on a golden opportunity is worse. Until next we meet, lad.
all the crime and corruption in Riften is really getting to him. And now that we hear rumors about the
Glad
dragons,
to see you
he's
finally
been
came to
very
your
depressed.
senses. Ready to make some coin? Simple. I'm going to cause a distraction. You're gonna steal Medesi's silver ring from a strongbox under his stand. Once you have it, I want you to place it in Branche's pocket without him noticing.
From Morrowind.
Protect yourself right.
There's someone that wants to see him put out of business permanently. That's all you need to know. Now, you tell me when you're ready, and we'll get started.
Gems, potions, exotic ingredients, I have them all.
Looking to stay alive? Why take a chance?
Good. Wait until I start the distraction, then show me what you're made of.
Everyone, gather round. I have something
You're a stranger here too, huh?
that demands your attention. No pushing, no shoving. Plenty of room.
Visitors like us are rare in this part of Skyrim.
Come on, Brynjolf. What is it this time?
Patience, Branche. This is a rare opportunity, and I wouldn't want you to get left out.
I've never seen the old this upset about
About
anything.
the Wisp.
The city really gets to her.
Crushed nerve root mixed with water.
Well, that was a simple misunderstanding. But this item is the real thing. Lads and lasses, I give you Falma Blood Elixir.
Oh, come on. Are you talking about the Snow Elves?
The one and only. Mystical beings who live in legends and were masters of great magic. Imagine the power that coursed through their veins.
How did you get that, then? No one's seen them in years.
My sources must
Don't
remain a
even
secret
think
for their protection, but I can promise you the contents are genuine. When I'm done, I'd be more than only 20.
I would
Excuse
just
me, my lord.
listen
Be
to him.
glad. I'm gonna
See into other people's thoughts.
please. When I'm done here, I'd be more than. Oh, excuse me, my lord. I'd be glad to sell you an elixir after I'm done with these fine people.
If you're ever in the market, I deal in specialty goods for Morrowind at one of the stands.
Jewelry with legendary Argonian craftsmanship.
Don't miss out. Purchase a bottle
I've never seen the old this
farmer
upset
blood
about it.
elixir. Only 20 septims each.
My husband
Glad to see
Bercy
you
will be
finally
the
came
death
to
of
your
me.
senses.
He spends too much
Ready
time
to make
worrying
some
about
coin?
Riften and not enough about himself.
Simple. I'm going to cause a distraction. You're gonna steal Medesi's silver ring from a strongbow. Once you have it, I want you to play. There's someone that wants to. Now, you tell me when. Good. Wait
All the
until I
crime and
start the
corruption in Riften
distraction.
is
Then
really
show me
getting
what
to
you're
him.
made of.
And now that we hear rumors about the
Everyone,
dragons,
everyone,
he's been very
gather
depressed.
I have some. Something amazing to show you that demands your attention. You need to hear this. No pushing, no shoving. Plenty of room. Come.
Brynjolf,
Never should have
what is
come
it
here.
this time?
No
Come on,
pushing, no
Brynjolf.
shoving.
What is it this time?
Never should
Staying
have
out
come
of
here.
this.
something!
Come on, Brynjolf. What is it this time?
Glad I found you.
Patience, Branche.
What is it, Trifa? What's
This
the
is
matter?
a rare opportunity.
It's
I
Bercy.
wouldn't want you to
He's
get
getting
left
so
out.
angry about the corruption
That's
in
what you
Riften.
said.
Said
The
he's gonna
wisp
walk right up
essence.
to Maven
And it
and
turned
give her a
out to
piece of
be
his
crushed
mind.
nirn root mixed with water.
I see him. I'll make sure he
Well,
doesn't
that was
do
a
anything
simple
brash.
misunderstanding.
Think you can steal from me?
Fools are actually
Real?
fight him. Do something.
Lads and lads.
Come on, Brynjolf. What is it this time?
Found you.
Patience, Branche.
What is it, Trifa?
This
What's the
is
matter?
a rare opportunity.
It's
I
Bercy.
wouldn't want you to
He's
get
getting
left
so
out.
angry about the corruption
That's
in
what you
Riften.
said about
He said
the
he's
wisp
gonna walk right up
essence.
to Maven
And it
give
turned
her a
out to
piece
be
of his
crushed
mind.
nirn root mixed with.
I see him. Why you? Someone do something.
Going to
Please,
enjoy
please.
killing
The
you.
problem is your
my time is
disrespect
up.
for the laws of
Come back
this land.
tomorrow if you wish to
It's
buy.
time to face the Jarl's justice.
Waste of time.
Smart man. Now. Don't cross me, elf. Fine, of course.
I guess I expected too much from you. I didn't think you'd get pinched. Can't say I'm surprised with the way things have been going around here.
Buying and selling fine jewelry
Nah,
here.
My organization's been having a run of bad luck, but I suppose that's just how it goes. But never mind that. Even though you fouled up the job, I still think you've got the spark I'm looking for. There's plenty of gold out there for the taking, if you're up to the challenge.
Beautiful baubles and
The
gleaming
fairest
gems
horses and the
over
highest
here.
quality in
All right then. Let's put that to the test. The group I represent has its home in the Ratway beneath Riften, a tavern called the Ragged Flagon. Get there in one piece, and we'll see if you've really got what it takes.
Vegetables
Buying
as
and
crisp as a
selling
winter's
fine
morning.
jewelry here.
gems, potions, exotic ingredients. I have them all.
Buy some
All
armor and live
meats
to tell about
guaranteed
it.
clean and free from rock joints.
Jewelry. With legendary Argonian craftsmanship.
Ha! Found you!
Guess it's all clear now.
Stand still! What was that?
Huh. I suppose I can work with your face. After all, the sculptor cannot always choose the finest clay. I assumed you were here to see me about your face. To have it sculpted into something more artful than nature has bestowed upon you. So, are you here as a client? Shall I remake your face? Indeed. It is no small thing to submit yourself to the flesh sculptor's knife. All right then.
Give it up, Those days are over.
I'm telling you, this one is different.
We've all heard that one before, Bryn. Quit kidding
If you're
yourself.
looking for conversation, the flagon isn't the
Face
place.
the truth, old friend. You'd better have coin to pay for your drinks. Lot of old guys around. I don't really know how I can help. Well, when you put it that way, I think I do know the old guy you're talking about. He's holed up in the Ratway Warrens. Hardly ever leaves the place. Has someone bring him food and such. Crazy old coot from what I've heard. For that to stand out down here, he must really be off his nut. He's holed up in the Ratway Warrens. Be careful. You're not the only one looking for him. I don't know you, so we've got nothing to talk about. How about you finish the job Brynjolf gave you? Then we can talk.
Well, well. Color me impressed, lad. I wasn't certain I'd ever see you again. Reliable and headstrong? You're turning out to be quite the prize. So, now that I've whetted your appetite with our little scheme at the market, how about handling a few deadbeats for me? They owe our organization some serious coin, and they've decided not to pay. I want you to explain to them the error of their ways. Kirava, Bersi Honeyhand, and Helga. Do this right, and I can promise you a permanent place in our organization. Honestly, the debt is secondary here. What's more important is that you get the message across that we aren't to be ignored. A word of warning, though. I don't want any of them killed. Bad for business. Of course you'll get a cut. We take care of our own. Now, if you need any details on your marks, I'll be here. Get going. Kirava's stubborn, but she's got a soft spot for family. Talk to Talon Jay at the Bee and Barb, and see if you can get something out of him. They're well acquainted, if you catch my meaning. Helga is a devout follower of Dibella, and dotes over the statue to the divine that she keeps at the bunkhouse. Use it as leverage, and she'll cave. He's as pig-headed a man as you'll ever find. The key is that ugly dwarven urn in his shop. Smash that thing to bits and he'll change his attitude. Yeah, I bet I know your guy. He's hiding out in the Ratway Warrens, paying us good coin for nobody to know about it. I'll be here when you're done.
You need advice? Talk to Brynjolf. I got better things to do.
Huh? There's the Blades agent. Too easy. Ah! Judas, fool!
Ink pot, stone, bucket, book, knife.
Go away! What? No, that's not me. I'm not Esbern. I don't know what you're talking about. Delphine? How do you... So you finally found her, and she led you to me. And here I am, caught like a rat in a trap. So, Delphine keeps up the fight after all these years. You'd better come in and tell me how you found me, and what you want. This'll just take a moment. This one always sticks. There we go. Only a couple more.
No.
There we are. Come in. Make yourself at home. That's better. Now we can talk. So, Delphine keeps up the fight after all these years. I thought she'd have realized it's hopeless by now. I tried to tell her years ago. Haven't you figured it out yet? What more needs to happen before you all wake up and see what's going on? Alduin has returned, just like the prophecy said. The dragon from the dawn of time, who devours the souls of the dead. No one can escape his hunger, here or in the afterlife. Alduin will devour all things, and the world will end. Nothing can stop him. I tried to tell them. They wouldn't listen. Fools. It's all come true. All I could do was watch our doom approach. Yes. You see, you know, but you refuse to understand. Oh yes, it's all been foretold. The end has begun. Alduin has returned. Only a dragonborn can stop him. But no dragonborn has been known for centuries. It seems that the gods have grown tired of us. They've left us to our fate as the plaything of Alduin the World Eater. What? You are? Can it really be true?
Yes.
Dragonborn?
Yes.
Then there is hope. The gods have not abandoned us. We must go. Quickly now. Take me to Delphine. We have much to discuss. But give me just a moment. I must gather a few things. I'll need... No useless trash. Where'd I put my... Oh, take it, Anuad. One moment. I know time is of the essence, but mustn't leave secrets for the Thalmo. There's one more I must bring. Well, I guess that's good enough. Let's be off.
Bucket, knife, book, ink,
Sam!
stone.
Kill him!
No, no, no.
Somebody help!
Someone do something.
I'm getting too old for this.
I think Brynjolf could give you all the information you need.
Have anything for us yet? I'll be here when you're done.
Now you pay for meddling in the Thalmor's affairs. Do your worst.
That's the end of that. Who's there?
Seems I still remember my old training. Good. Oh, it wasn't my imagination. I gave up this kind of thing a long time ago.
Delphine. It's good to see you. It's been a long time.
It's good to see you too, Esbern. It's been too long, old friend. Too long. Well, then. You made it safe and sound. Good. Come on, I have a place we can talk. Orgnar, hold down the bar for a minute, will you?
Yeah, sure.
This way. Let's see what Esbern has to say. The Blades have always guarded and guided the Dragonborn, but we'd forgotten why. Now our purpose is clear. I'm all that's left of the Blades, and you're the Dragonborn. Together, we're going to stop these dragons if we have to put every last one of them back in the ground. The Thalmor happened. They've been hunting down every blade they can find for the past 30 years. Thanks to the White Gold Concordat, they've been able to operate throughout the Empire with impunity. The Great War. Only 30 years passed and already ancient history to most people. Seems to me like it just ended. It's never really ended for me. But to answer your question, the White Gold Concordat was the fancy name they put on the peace treaty between the Empire and the Thalmor. It ended the war and saved the Empire to fight another day. Also trampled on the sacred name of Talos, and gave the Thalmor free rein to stamp out Talos worship throughout the Empire. The Thalmor happened. Thanks to the White Gold Concordat, they've been able to operate throughout the Empire, part of the cost of peace. Emperor Titus Mede saved his empire at a very high price, a price that included the Blades. The Nords didn't like the peace treaty much either. 30 years later, the Empire ends up with the Stormcloak Rebellion on its hands. No doubt exactly as the Thalmor intended. The Thalmor happened. Thanks to the White Gold Concordat, when I was young, our leaders became obsessed with the Thalmor threat. They believed that if and when we found a Dragonborn, we would need to protect him against the Thalmor. Turns out we fatally underestimated the Thalmor. They smashed us with ease during the Great War. I was one of the few who escaped. For a long time, all I cared about was staying alive and taking revenge on the Thalmor when I could. But then the dragons returned, and I remembered that the Blades used to be dragon slayers, and that we were sworn to protect the Dragonborn, the greatest dragon slayer of all. There's no simple answer to that. You want the long version or the short version? They're the rulers of the Aldmeri Dominion, what used to be the imperial provinces of Somerset Isle and Valenwood. The Thalmor take the arrogance of high elves to the extreme. They believe they are the rightful rulers of all of Tamriel. For a century or more, the Thalmor had been picking away at the Empire. Valenwood was the first, then the province of Elsewhere. But even the Blades didn't see the Great War coming. We underestimated the Thalmor, and they destroyed us. Now then, I assume you know about...
Oh yes, Dragonborn. Indeed, yes. Oh, this changes everything, of course. There's no time to lose. We must locate. Let me show you. I know I had it here somewhere.
Esbern, what?
Give me just a moment. Here it is. Come. You see, right here, Skyhaven Temple. Constructed around one of the main Akaviri military camps in the Reach during their conquest of Skyrim.
Do you know what he's talking about?
Shh! This is where they built Aldrin's Wall, to set down in stone all their accumulated dragon lore. A hedge against the forgetfulness of centuries. A wise and foresighted policy, in the event Despite the far-reaching fame of Alduin's Wall at the time, one of the wonders of the ancient world, its location was lost.
Esbern, what are you getting at?
You mean, you don't mean to say you haven't heard of Alduin's Wall? Either of you?
Let's pretend we haven't. What's Alduin's Wall, and what does it have to do with stopping the dragons?
Alduin's Wall was where the ancient blades recorded all they knew of Alduin and his return. Part history, part prophecy. Its location has been lost for centuries, but I've found it again. Not lost, you see, just forgotten. The Blade's archives held so many secrets. I was only able to save a few scraps.
So you think that Alduin's Wall will tell us how to defeat Alduin?
Well, yes, but there's no guarantee, of course.
Skyhaven Temple it is, then. I knew you'd have something for us, Esbern. I know the area of the Reach that Esbern's talking about, near what's now known as Karthspire, in the Karth River Canyon. We can meet you there, or all travel together. Your call. From Riverwood? The road south through Falkreath is the most direct route. Or you could catch the carriage from Whiterun to Markarth and then approach from the west. Either way, the Reach is wild country these days. The Forsworn are everywhere. Best be careful. Your call. Might be safer to travel separately. Attract less attention that way. Don't worry, I'll get Esbern there in one piece. We'll wait for you near Karthspire. Good luck.
We're keeping the mine closed until that crypt is clear.
That's close enough. Now you're...
First you, then all of the Reach.
Never should have come
Hold
here.
on. What was that?
Careful.
That's it!
Hold the blades.
This looks promising.
Yes, definitely early Akaviri stonework here.
We've got to get this bridge down. These pillars must have something to do with it.
Yes, these are Akaviri symbols. Here, let's see. You have the symbol for king and warrior, and of course the symbol for dragonborn. That's the one that appears to have a sort of arrow shape pointing downward at the bottom. Yes, that's it. The symbol on the pillar on the left.
Whatever you did, it worked. Let's see what those old blades left in our way. safe now. Let's move.
Yes, yes. I think we must be close to the entrance.
Wonderful. Remarkably well preserved, too. Ah, here's the Blood Seal. Another of the lost Akaviri arts. No doubt triggered by, well, blood. Your blood, Dragonborn. Look here.
Probably right.
You see how the ancient blades
Try
revered
using your
Reman
blood on the
Cyrodiil.
carved seal on the floor.
This whole place appears to be a shrine to Reman. He ended the Akaviri invasion under mysterious circumstances, you recall?
That's done it. Look, it's coming to life. You did it. After you, Dragonborn. You should have the honor of being the first to set foot in Skyhaven Temple. here for Alduin's Wall, right, Esbern?
Yes. Here it is. Aldrin's Wall, so well preserved. Huh? I've never seen a finer example of early Second Era Kaviri sculpture.
Esbern, we need information, not a lecture on art history.
Yes, yes. Let's see what we have. Look, here is Aldrin. This panel goes back to the beginning of time, when Aldrin and the Dragon Cult ruled over Skyrim. Here, the humans rebelled against their dragon overlords, the legendary Dragon War. Aldrin's defeat is the centerpiece of the war. You see, here is fallen from the sky. The Nord Tongs, masters of the voice, are arrayed against him.
So does it show how they defeated him? Isn't that why we're here?
Ah, patience, my dear. The Akaviri were not a straightforward people. Everything is couched in allegory and mythic symbolism. Yes, yes. This here, coming from the mouths of the Nord heroes, this is the Akaviri symbol for shout. But there's no way to know what shout is meant.
You mean they used a shout to defeat Alduin? You're sure?
Oh, yes. Presumably something rather specific to dragons. Or even Alduin himself. Remember, this is where they recorded all they knew of Alduin.
So we're looking for a shout then. Damn it. Have you ever heard of such a thing? A shout that can knock a dragon out of the sky? You're probably right. I was hoping to avoid having to involve them in this, but it seems we have no choice. If they had their way, you do nothing but sit up on their mountain with them and talk to the sky or whatever it is they do. The Greybeards are so afraid of power that they won't use it. Think about it. Have they tried to stop the Civil War or done anything about Alduin? No. And they're afraid of you, of your power. Trust me, there is no need to be afraid. Think of Tiber Septim. Do you think he'd have founded the Empire if he'd listened to the Greybeards? Only if you don't know how to use it. All the great heroes have had to learn to use their power. Those that shrank from their destiny. Well, you've never heard of them, have you? And there are the villains, those that misused their power. There's always a choice, and there's always a risk. But if you live in fear of what might go wrong, you'll end up doing nothing. Like the Greybeards up on their mountain. Right. Good thing they've already let you into their little cult. Not likely they'd help Esbern or me if we came calling. We'll look around Skyhaven Temple and see what else the old blades might have left for us. It's a better hideout than I could have hoped for. Talos guard you.
Look here, in the third panel. The prophecy which brought the Akaviri to Tamriel in the first place, in search of the Dragonborn. Here are the Akaviri, the blades. You see their distinctive longswords. Now they need their ancient mission fulfilled, as the last Dragonborn contends with Aldrin at the end of time. Are you paying attention, Delphine? You might learn something of our own history.
Sky guard you. Where did you learn of that? Who have you been talking to? Yes. For matters of such gravity, we need to know where you stand, or who you stand with. The Blades, of course. They specialize in meddling in matters they barely understand. Their reckless arrogance knows no bounds. They have always sought to turn the Dragonborn from the path of wisdom. Have you learned nothing from us? Would you simply be a tool in the hands of the Blades to be used for their own purposes? No, of course not. Forgive me, Dragonborn. I have been intemperate with you. But heed my warning. The Blades may say they serve the Dragonborn, but they do not. They never have. No, I cannot teach it to you, because I do not know it. It is called Dragonrend, but its words of power are unknown to us. We do not regret this loss. Dragonrend holds no place within the way of the voice. But not Dragonrend. The knowledge of that shout was lost in the time before history began. Perhaps only its creators ever knew it, but I am not the one to speak of it to you. Only Paarthurnax, the master of our order, can answer that question, if he so chooses. He is our leader. He surpasses us all in his mastery of the way of the voice. He lives in seclusion on the very peak of the mountain. He speaks to us only rarely, and never to outsiders. Being allowed to see him is a great privilege. Only those whose voice is strong can find the path. We will teach you a shout to open the way to Paarthurnax. The path to Paarthurnax lies through this gate. I will show you how to open the way. Look. Va. Core. you my understanding of clear skies. This is your final gift from us, Dragon. Use it well. Clear skies will blow away the mist, but only for a time. The path to Parthenax is perilous, not to be embarked upon lightly. Keep moving, stay focused on your goal, and you will reach the summit.
Yolok. Greetings, Wundernik. Who are you? What brings you to my Strunmach, my mountain? You are bold, Wundunik. You dare enter a Dova's home without permission. They see me as master, Wuth Onik, old and wise. It is true I am old. Tell me, why do you come here, Volan? Why do you intrude on my meditation? Drem. Patience. There are formalities which must be observed at the first meeting of two of the Dove. By long tradition, the Elder speaks first. Hear my Thum. Feel it in your bones. Match it if you are Dovahkiin. Why do you intrude here, if not for Tinvak? Not until introductions are complete. Zin, gift Dovahkiin. You understand fire as the Dove do. Not until introductions are complete. Zin, Have, test your Thum against mine, Dovahkiin. Now, show me what you can do. Not as elf, but as Dova. Dovahkiin, Nin... Ah, yes. Sosedo Vrostmul. The dragon blood runs strong in you. It is long since I had the pleasure of speech with one of my own kind. So, you have made your way here to me. No easy... What would you ask of me? Ah, I have expected you, Proda. You would not come all this way for Tinvak with an old Dova. No, you seek your weapon against Alduin. Alduin Comate Tid. What else would you seek? Alduin and Dovahkiin return together. But I do not know the Thum you seek. Croesus, your kind, Jor, mortals, created it as a weapon against the Dove. Our Hadrime, our minds, cannot even comprehend its concepts. Drem, all in good time. First, a question for you. Why do you want to learn this Thum? Prusa, as good a reason as any. There are many who feel as you do, although not all. Some would say that all things must end, so that the next can come to pass. Perhaps this world is simply the egg of the next Kalpa, Lin Vokin. Would you stop the next world from being born? a fair answer. Rofus, maybe you only balance the forces that work to quicken the end of this world. Even we who ride the currents of time cannot see past time's end. Wulsetid los trahodis. Those who try to hasten the end may delay it. Those who work to delay the end may bring it closer. But you have indulged my weakness for speech long enough. Croesus, now I will answer your question. Do you know why I live here, at the peak of the Monavin, what you name Throat of the World? This is the most sacred mountain in Skyrim, Zokravakstruma, the great mountain of the world. Here, the ancient tongues, the first mortal masters of the voice, brought Alduin to battle and defeated him. Yes and no. Viknusnikaron. Alduin was not truly defeated either. If he was, you would not be here today, seeking to... The Nords of those days used the Dragonrend shout to cripple Alduin. But this was not enough. Okmlag Unslad. It was the Kell, the Elder Scroll they used to cast him adrift on the currents of time. How to explain in your tongue? The Dove have words for such things that Jor do not. It is an artifact from outside time. It does not exist, but it has always existed. Rahwahlan. They are... fragments of creation. The Kele, Elder Scrolls as you name them, they have often been used for prophecy. Yes, your prophecy comes from an Elder Scroll. But this is only a small part of their power. Zofa Suyek. Not intentionally. Some hoped he would be gone forever, forever lost. Meye. I knew better. Tidbo Amativ. Time flows ever onward. One day, he would surface. Which is why I have lived here. For thousands of mortal years, I have waited. I knew where he would emerge, but not when. Tid Krent. Time was shattered here because of what the ancient Nords did to Alduin. If you brought that Kell, that Elder Scroll back here to the Tid Ahran, the Time Wound, with the Elder Scroll that was used to break time, you may be able to cast yourself back to the other end of the break. You could learn Dragonrend from those who created it. diagnosis. No, I know little of what has passed below in the long years I have lived here. You are likely better informed than I. Trust your instincts, Dovahkiin. Your blood will show you the way. Return it here to the Tid Achran. Then, Hele Vomindok. Nothing is certain with such things. But I believe the scroll's bond with the Tid Achran will allow you a seeing, a vision of the moment of its creation. Then you will feel, know Dragon Rend in the power of its first expression. You will see them, Uthfadon, my friends, Haken, Gormlaith, Feldir. The first mortals that I taught the Thum, the first tongues, the leaders of the rebellion against Alduin. They were mighty in their day, even to attempt to defeat Alduin. Sahrot Hum. The Nords have had many heroes since, but none greater. Vomindok, I do not know. Perhaps in the very doing, they erased the knowing of it from time itself. The Dove are children of Akatosh. Thus, we are specially attuned to the flow of time. Perhaps also uniquely vulnerable. I warned them against such a rash action. Even I could not foresee its consequences. Nust Lihorn, they would not. Yes, there were a few of us that rebelled against Alduin's Thur, his tyranny. We aided the humans in his overthrow. But they did not trust us. Ni Ov. Their inner councils were kept hidden from us. I was far from here on the day of Alduin's downfall, but all Dove felt the sundering of time itself. Drem Yolok, greetings. Lok Thum. Drem Yolok, greetings. Speak. I cannot tell you in detail. I never heard it used. Kogan. It was the first Thum created solely by mortals. It was said to force a dragon to experience the concept of mortality. A truly von Mindoran. Incomprehensible idea to the immortal Dove. I have taught the way of the voice for centuries, and the Thum since long before that. But no, Dovahkiin. Others do not come here to train anymore. Saran, you are the first in over 100 years. I meditate on the Rotmulag, the words of power. I counsel in their use. It is enough for me. Knowing a word of power is to take its meaning into yourself. Contemplate the meaning of a Rotmulag. You will become closer to that word as it fills your inner self. Will I teach you, Dovahkiin? What word calls you to deeper understanding? There are 3 to master. Fus, Faim, and Yol. Thum. Speak. I will listen. Speak.